unplug my phone.
Where's your phone? Downstairs?
I don't know. I might be live now and I don't even know. Hello, am I live? Oh my god, I'm live. Hello.
Is it on the Yasmin Boland?
Yeah, it's on Yasmin Boland. Hey everybody, how are you? Check your internet connection. Alright, I'm just going to wait for a couple of people to hop on. Oh, hello. Sorry, I don't know what I'm sorry for really. Sorry for everything at this point. How is everybody? I'm exhausted now. I got up at 5 a.m. Actually, when the actual eclipse took place, I was with my husband and my son and we all held hands, which was nice. My son probably thought it was a bit silly, but I liked it. How are you all doing? I think my husband's getting me my phone so I can see your comments. Seem to have come up here without my phone. So we're going to do a good new moon session today. I need it, so I'm fully into it. I'm just going to have a little drink here. I wish I could see your comments. It's a shame that they don't show you the comments. Here he comes with my phone. I can hear myself talking 30 seconds ago. There's a delay. I just want to see your comments, that's all. Just giving people a chance to get here as well.
Your phone is not there.
Oh, my phone is not there.
It's not downstairs.
Yeah. Can I look it on your phone for a minute, please?
Well,
Can I just look on your phone for a minute, please, darling? He hates giving his phone over.
It's my phone.
It's my phone.
But why don't you?
I know, because I can't see. Okay, cool. Shall I? Oh, well, I can't ping. You can't ping me now. I don't know what I've done with my phone. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, Donna. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Ange. Hello, Natasha. Hello, Sharon. Oh, hello, Scammer.
Can't ping you.
No, it's fine. Anyway, no one's saying anything like they can't hear me or anything. Maybe ping me. We've lost my phone. It's a very rare occurrence. All right. So, hello, everybody. So let us go to here. That's me. Hello. So I do have a little guide of a presentation guide today to use because I thought it'll keep me on track. Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to talk a little bit about the new moon. We're going to talk a little bit about the basics of the lunar cycle. We're going to talk about why do we manifest at new moon, how to make wishes that actually work, and then we're actually going to make a wish and we're going to chant. And if you're Aquarius rising, there is a little message for you at the end. Okay, so we're going to start off with my favorite chant of the moment, but first we chant the chakra clearing chant. Okay, so this is actually the sounds, the vibrations for the Panchabhutas, and the vibration, which are the 5 elements, and the vibrations for the chakras. Darling, do you have my phone? Oh, thank you. Thank you, my darling. I've got my phone. Now I can see what you're saying, but everyone's just saying hello, so that's fine. But sometimes, you know, people say, oh, hang on a minute. You know, such and such is happening. Hello, Sandrine. Hello, Roz. Hello, Denise Ellen Taylor. Yay. Okay, do share this with someone if you think they might benefit from a new moon session, especially if they've got something that they need to manifest. I'm just gonna have a drink, excuse me. Oh, it's a bit thirsty. All right, here we go. Sorry, one more check here. What's going on? All right, so watch out for spammers. Okay, no, anyone who puts a link to a session in the comments is a spammer. Here we go. Let's get ourselves in the zone. Hari Om Nam Lam Mam Vam Sim Ram Vam Yam Yam Ham Shiva Om Swaha. I'm actually going to do it 3 times, so that's 1. Hari Om Nam Lam Mam Vam Sim Ram Vam Yam Yam Ham Shiva Om Swaha. Hari Om Nam Lam Mam Vam Sim Ram Vam Yam Yam Ham Shiva Om Swaha. Om Namo Narayani, Om Namo Narayani, Om Namo Narayani. Let's offer up this session to the divine. So let's start by taking a look at the new moon chart. As you can see, hopefully, I'll get my little clicker. So this is a chart for the new moon today set for London town here in England. Hang on, I'm just going to delete a few more spammers. Sorry guys, there we go. And here is the new moon, the sun and the moon at 12 degrees of Sagittarius. So basically the new moon takes place when the sun and the moon are in the same place, at the same time. Now I have seen a couple of astrologers talking about the fact, saying that the sun moon is conjunct the south node. I would strongly disagree with that for 2 reasons. One is that it's 11 degrees away and the orb for the sun and the moon really is only 10 anyway, but also it's separating from the south node. So I don't really agree with this idea that the sun is taking place anywhere near the south node. It is an eclipse because it's near the south node, but I don't understand why people, one astrologer in particular I saw saying that. I'm not into that at all. I get much more that the new moon is taking place conjunct Mercury, which actually means it's a really good time to talk about anything which is going to expand your world, expand your mind, open a conversation, start a conversation. It can be a good time to talk about things with a bit of levity, you know, in a kind of a way that is funny, and even if it's a difficult subject. And of course it does depend on where it's taking place in your chart. I will give you just a really quick rundown here and now. So if you are Aries, or actually let me see if I can no, I'll just go with it. If you're Aries or Aries rising, listen to your rising sign more, it's more accurate. If you're Aries or Aries rising, it's taking place in your 9th house of travel and study. So there's some kind of big thing happening for you in the next 6 months because it's a super new moon eclipse. If you're Taurus or Taurus rising, it's taking place in your 8th house of sex and money. So expect some big developments in the sex and money departments of your life in the next 6 months. If you are Gemini or Gemini rising, it's actually taking place in your 7th house of relationships. So a big new burst of energy coming into your love life. If you're moon child Cancerian, if you're moon child or moon child rising, it's taking place in your 6th house. So it's a really good time to be starting over with your daily work and health routines, basically how you look after yourself. If you're Leo rising, it's taking place in your 5th house, which relates to romance, creativity and children. So a big new burst coming in there of energy. If you're Virgo or Virgo rising, it's taking place in your 4th house. Remember, it's an eclipse, which is big, so there's some big new energy coming up for you when it comes to your home life and family. If you are Libra or Libra rising, it's taking place in your 3rd house, which means it's time for you to really change, put some new energy into the way you're communicating, the way you're expressing yourself. If you're Scorpio or Scorpio rising, it's taking place in your second house. So this is very interesting because it's a new burst of energy for you when it comes to cash, property and possessions in the next 6 months. And if you're Sag rising, well, it's your whole entire life is getting big and exciting. If you're so basically expect big changes, especially if it's your birthday today or tomorrow or the next day or the next day. If you're Capricorn or Capricorn rising, it's taking place in your 12th house. So it's basically a time for you to really be relaunching yourself spiritually. And blasting through fears. If you're Aquarius or Aquarius rising, it's taking place in your 11th house, which is the house of the thing wished for. And that's why I have a special message for Aquarius rising people at the end, because I'm doing a special workshop for you today, which you'll find out about at the end of this session. But I'll just give you the link now in case you have to leave. It's moonmessages.com/written, WRITTEN, moonmessages.com/written. Big Aquarius rising workshop tomorrow. And if you're Pisces or Pisces rising, then this burst of energy that's coming through from the eclipse is going to be taking place in your career zone. So I thought what I would do, because it's an eclipse which is kind of big and important, I would actually do a little reading from my Moonology Diary 2021, which is well and truly sold out, but there's the beautiful Moonology Diary for 2022. So let me read it. Let's read it together. So here we are again at the start of the end of the year with a new moon eclipse before us. This time it's in the sign of Sagittarius, the cheery sign of idealism, justice and adventure. If you're planning to turn at least part of 2022 into a wild trip around the planet, fingers crossed, Omicron notwithstanding, this eclipse has your back. So set some intentions around that. Let me just dig into that a little bit. So for one thing, the astrology for next year is like so much better than this year. I know there's this Omicron variant around, which a lot of people are freaking out about, but number one, so far, and we are probably about 2 to 3 weeks in, okay, all the cases have been really, really mild, much milder than Delta. It's also something like 30 to 40 times more infectious than Delta, Omicron is, okay? So that means that it's going to become the dominant virus in theory, because it's more infectious than Delta, but it's milder. So in fact, it could be what saves us all, because like when it all hit, I was like, that doesn't make sense, because I know the astrology for next year is so much easier than 2020 and 2021. But I think what it actually means is Omicron's going to take over, and we're all going to realize that it's okay. If you get Omicron, it's not the end of the world, because it's much milder, okay? So that's why it still stands, actually, if you want to make some, so as it says here, if you're planning to turn at least part of 2022 into a wild trip around the planet, this eclipse has your back. So set some intentions around that. So when we make our wish, if your biggest wish is to travel next year, for example, do that. Sagittarius is always striving, which is why its glyph or symbol is an arrow aiming for the heavens. So what are you striving for? How true is your aim? These are questions to think about now if you want to educate yourself or widen your horizons in 2022, okay? All right, so that's just something to think about. We are going to be making some wishes, but I just want to talk about the fact that this is an eclipse for a second. So obviously once a month we get a new moon, okay? And that's a big deal. It's a chance to start over, and it's a chance to set our intentions. And if you've dabbled in manifesting, and you've been following certain people's advice and you've been thinking, why isn't it working for me? It's not fair. Well, maybe it's just because you haven't been making your wishes at the right time. So now is the time to make your wishes. So I want to just give you a little bit of information regarding the lunar cycle. So the lunar cycle, if you didn't know, the new moon is the time to make wishes, okay? The new moon is the time to make wishes. The quarter moon is the time to just check in with yourself, and actually a really, really good time to do your gratitude practices, whether you fill out your gratitude journal or whatever you do. The full moon is the time to surrender it all to the divine. Surrender it all to the divine. And the eclipses make everything way more intense. And we are at eclipse time. So you might ask, Why is it that we manifest better at the new moon? Well, it said the veil between the worlds is at its thinnest at the time of the new moon. And actually, the first person I ever heard say that was my old mentor, Jonathan Kaner, who was an amazing, amazing guy. And he used to say that the veil between the worlds is thinnest at new moon. And so basically what that means is, like, we are multi-dimensional beings, okay? So here we are on Earth in our fleshy body, but we are connected to our higher self and to all the heavenly realms. We're all connected to all life everywhere, okay? So on one level, we know that we can create our reality. We know that we are powerful beings. We know that we are making our life one intention, one thought, one wish at a time. And it does work both ways, but you know, if you're constantly thinking negatively, then you're obviously going to attract more negativity. But if you're thinking positively, you'll attract more positivity. And if you make new moon wishes, it's a moment of the month to actually just take a moment, which we're going to do in a minute, to actually think, what do I want? What do I want? Okay, so how to make wishes that work. When to make your wishes. So ideally just after the new moon. Now we're about 4 or 5 hours after the new moon, so that's perfect. Ideally, if you can't do them, like just say if you're watching this and you're watching a replay in 5 days time and it's way after the new moon and we're no longer in the new moon cycle, it's fine. It's more powerful now if you're watching live or if you're watching it later on today on the December 5, which is the day, I think, or no, December 4 it is today. The closer to just after the new moon, it said the better. But any time in the waxing cycle is fine. So that's between the new moon and the full moon. That's really the ideal time to be making your wishes and doing your affirmations and continually working on it. And you know, not when the moon is void, of course, ideally. Now we're all like, all of us are working out, do we go with the traditional void of course or the more modern one, which is still medieval? If you don't know what the void of course moon is, don't worry, look it up on Google. But you know, if the moon is void of course, I would avoid making my wishes. I won't go into it right now. I know a lot of you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, look it up on Google. It's very interesting. I'm veering towards the traditional void of course moon, but I still wouldn't make them in the medieval VOC time either. So what to wish for? So wish for something that you can believe in. There's no point in wishing for something you really think is an impossible dream that's never ever going to come true, obviously. Wish for a feeling, okay? So when we come to make we're just going to make one wish together. When we come to make our wish, don't so much wish for, you know, just say you wish to be in love. Don't sort of just think, I wish to be in love, I wish to be in love. Just imagine the feeling of being in love. Wish for a feeling and wish for something for you. You can't make wishes for other people, really. It doesn't really work like that. What not to wish for? Something that meddles with someone's free will. So, you know, even with the best will in the world, you might be making wishes for your kids or whatever. You know, you really need to get someone's permission before you start making wishes on their behalf. Don't wish for something that you can't believe in. And don't wish for someone in particular. That's not a good idea. All right? Okay, so, oops, a daisy. Oh, there's the chant. There we go. Okay, the best way to make wishes. So, the best way to make wishes is to write them down, which we're going to do together. We will write them down and then feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That means when you wish for the feeling, feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled and just feel how fantastic it is that this wish has come true. And then we can say Om Namo Narayani, or for the good of all or not at all, and just release control. Just send the wish out to the universe. Send it out to the universe. I just want to say before we go into our wishes, because we are going to do them in a minute, is it okay to want what you want? Is it okay to make wishes? Is it okay not to just say, oh, universe, I surrender, just send me what you want? I think it's not only okay, I think it's actually a good thing. We are here to create. Okay, we've been taught this through the ages, and saying for the good of all or not at all is like an insurance policy. So if we're being completely misguided, you know, we can kind of stay on track just by virtue of the fact that we're saying for the good of all or not at all, or Om Namo Narayani. Sorry guys, I'm just fixing a little something up here. All right, okay. And we surrender at the full moon. At the full moon we say Om Namo Narayani, we surrender it all to the divine. I'm just going to see your messages. What have we got here? Almouge, I wish for my flight to travel back to P again. Oh, cool. Okay. Let me know in the comments, what are you wishing for? What are you wishing for? Okay. Love that you were all together holding hands. That is beautiful. Oh, thank you. Yes, it was really nice. Clem, how do I manifest in the new moon if I'm not clear on the path to take? Well, manifest getting clarity. Just feel what it would be like to have clarity, Clem. What would it feel like if you had clarity? Okay, Carla, financial stability. Imagine, what would it be like if you had financial stability, Carla? How would you feel? How would you feel? All right. Rumsey Lily, or is it Lily Rumsey? Imagine yourself in New Zealand with your family. Lee's. Okay, so just imagine yourself in your new house, feeling really happy and settled and knowing the house has been sold. Rachel Hawkes, my online business to be successful. Imagine, what would that look like for you? Kim, imagine yourself in a beautiful romantic relationship. Oh, Tasha, a safe and natural birth. You know what I said when my son Louis when I was pregnant with him? I said it to everyone. All I want is a baby born happy and healthy, safe and sound. I want my baby's going to be born happy and healthy, safe and sound. My baby's going to be born happy and healthy, safe and sound. I just said that over and over and over again. Happy and healthy, safe and sound. Happy and healthy, safe and sound. And he did come by emergency cesarean, but he was happy and healthy, safe and sound. And is. All right, and manifest a new home. Excellent. For you and your son, Gabby. Lovely. So, you know, imagine yourself in your home. Okay, so now we know what we're wishing for. Let's make a wish. Let's make a wish. All right, so the first thing is, I'm just going to put on some music actually. Just a second. Let me just see if I can put the music on without disrupting everything. Seems to be okay. Oh no, it's gonna, yeah. I'll put the music on from here. I think it's going to be easier. Just, it's good to have some music because the music kind of gets us in the zone. So I'll put on Edo and Joe, EDO and Joe.com. For those of you who don't know them, that's them on Spotify. They've actually had something like 12 million listens this year. Edo put it on his, I have their permission to play it as long as I credit them. All right, let's just get centered. Just close your eyes and just breathe. Just breathe. And now, bring to mind your biggest wish of the moment. It doesn't have to be your biggest wish of all your life. The biggest wish of the moment. Turn it into an affirmation just in your head. So it might be, I am so in love with my partner and my partner is so in love with me, or I found the perfect house for my son and for me, or I've launched, my business is thriving and I love it, something like that. Just, it doesn't, don't overthink it. I'm doing it very simply this month, okay? Because it's an eclipse. Very powerful. And just think about that. Feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Visualize it in your mind's eye as you say it to yourself. Feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled and just imagine it in your mind's eye. Just feel it in your heart. You should actually feel gratitude. Oh, this is so amazing. Just think how great it is. Lise, I'm just going to say to you, I just want you to see yourself in your house, happy, feeling secure and knowing everything has worked out great. Maybe planning a trip away or something with a bit of the money that you've made from your house. Just keep imagining whatever it is that you want and saying that affirmation in your head. You should have a little smile on your face as you imagine this lovely thing coming true. One second, guys. All right, so how did you do? I'm going to look on Facebook. You can read a bit ahead there if you want. We've done most of that. We're about to do the chart, but now let me... Okay, so I'm just going to say, Jennifer Pilling says, can I wish for 2 things? Just one at a time, okay? One at a time. Do the other one later once you know how to do it. So Marita, clarity, courage and strength. What would that look like? What would you be doing? You know? Julie McLeod, a lake house and a city house. Great. Just manifest one at a time though. And if you don't have the money for them yet, then manifest the money. Manifest the job. Manifest the job that will help you get there. Gratitude and prosperity. Beautiful, Gloria. But what would they actually look like? Donna, while standing to wish towards the sunrise, I teared up. Oh, it's so beautiful. All right, so So now we've done the Om Namo Narayani. We've listened to Om Namo Narayani, but I'm going to chant, okay? So I'm going to chant here. I'm going to do a chant to Durga, because Durga is the goddess of courage and strength, and we need courage and strength when we're creating a new life or a new path for ourselves. So here we go. I'm going to do the chant at the top of that page. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. May Durga bring us the courage and strength we need to make our dreams come true. Om Namo Narayani, Om Namo Narayani, Om Namo Narayani, which means I surrender it all to the Divine Mother. And now what I want you to do is I want you to think of one action point you can take in the next week towards your wishes. What is one action point you can take in the next week towards your wishes? I don't know, it says that oh no, we're back on track. Yeah, one thing you can do in the next week towards your wishes. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a card. All right, I've got my cards here, my beautiful new Moonology manifestation cards. The idea is to see how we are going to do with what we are wishing for. So we're going to ask the cards to give us a message about what it is that we're trying to manifest. Okay, and I'm going to do it by, oh, okay, well, I was going to do it another way, but one card has jumped out. So clearly, okay, interesting. I know I say that every single time. The idea is to see how we're going to do. If it's a positive card, that's great. Doing the ritual will boost it. I'll give you the ritual. And if it's a more challenging card, that's okay too, because we can boost it with a ritual. Okay, so are you ready? Here is our card. It's the full moon in Scorpio card. Breathe through the tension. Okay, so if you have tension in your life around whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest in your life, breathe through the tension. Oh, there is a strong sexual energy around you now. That's rather nice. The good news is that sexual energy is very creative. A tense situation could be about to boil over or has already boiled. And outdoors will help you to calm your emotions as well as increasing your general well-being. You need to find a balance between your emotions and your sensual side. Interesting. Don't deny this is part of yourself. Use the energy to create what you want. So I think what this card is saying is use your energy to create and breathe through any tension. So breathe, do meditation, do pranayama, anything like that. Balance your ability to caress with your need to be caressed. Woo. Manifesting mindset. When we're emotionally overheated, we end up focusing on what we don't want rather than what we do want. Bear this in mind and breathe. So if there's something you want, so just say, for example, I'm sorry I keep going back to Lise, but Lise is in my Sun, Moon and Stars, and I know what she's going through with her house, and it has been dragging on. And, you know, Lise wants to sell her old house, and I think she's found a new house. You know, instead of focusing on, oh, I don't want to have this house anymore, just focus on, I want the money from the house so that I can do whatever. Focus on what you do want, not on what you don't want. All right, so if you want to do a manifesting ritual for seduction, so for those of you who are after new love, all right, we need myrrh essential oil in the diffuser. I might order some online. I don't have any myrrh. Rest in a comfortable position, close your eyes. Ooh, call in Kali, the goddess of Shakti, divine feminine energy, and of facing down your fears. Amazing. Make sure you're fully in touch with your sensual side. Unspent sexual energy creates blockages, so use your imagination. God, this card's really all about sex. So anyone who's wondering about how they're going to get money or a new job or a new house, we're all being told, focus on our sex life a bit. Got to listen to the cards. Your manifestation affirmation. Sexual energy fires me up in a good way and helps me express my creativity too. Sexual energy fires me up in a good way and helps me express my creativity too. Sexual energy fires me up in a good way and helps me express my creativity too. So there you go. If you have my Moonology manifesting cards, that is the full moon in Scorpio, breathe through the tensions. Okay. All right. So that is that. Let me see if anyone's making any funny comments about sex. Alicia, energy goes where the focus is. Yes. Excellent. Lee says sexual energy is definitely present. Got several strange offers. Excellent, excellent. Valentine, this has been beautiful. Thanks, Yasmin. Oh, you're so welcome. Jenna, wow, that resonates. Brilliant. Oh, Kaylee got that card the other day. Tasha, very fitting for childbirth. Yes, because it's all about creative energy. Alexandra, thank you. Fabulous, Yasmin, for all the inspiration and work. Oh, you're so welcome. Oops. All right, use sexual energy for manifestation. It's very powerful, especially on a new moon. Absolutely, that's Joe Morris, 100%. And Clem, are you joking? Who knew sex was created with creativity? What happens if you have sex at the right time of the month? You create a human. Like, there's no bigger creation. And chill, don't need a partner to have a good sex life. Kathy, no sex life. Well, I'm sorry, but if you're watching this, it's a message to you to invest in your sex life, whether it's self-sex or sex with your partner. Leanne Chafee, I better fire up. Exactly. Sandrine, I won't argue with you, Yasmin. The ironing will have to wait. Excellent. Excellent. That's so good. All right. Yes, Lise. Good, good, good. All right, good. All right, so I'm going to give you a little advertisement now. I hope you don't mind. Here we go. I want to tell you about my diary that I've got coming up, which is here. Where am I? Here. Hello. So this is my diary for those of you who don't know about it yet. And I want to tell you about the workshop I'll be giving. So I'm doing 2 workshops in January. One is free and one is paid. You get the free one when you buy the diary, and the paid one's a few weeks later with Hay House. They're different, and they're completely different lengths, completely different content. So yes, 2022 diary. If you don't already have it, get all the information about why 2022 is looking so much better. And there's info in there about every single new and full moon. You will get ideas for exercises and rituals for every new and full moon. The diary will very likely sell out again. It's sold out every year so far, and you will get some amazing bonuses when you order from and or register. If you bought it from a bookshop, that's fine, but you have to register your copy at moonmessages.com/diary 2022, and I'll tell you in a minute about how to register. I just want to tell you a little bit about this. It's my workshop that you get when you buy your diary and register it at the address I just gave you, moonmessages.com/diary 2022. So we will do a big event free of charge January the 2nd, so the day after New Year's Day, talking about why the astrology for 2022 really is so much better. And honestly, I just think, I know we've got this Omicron thing, which what are the anagram, what do you call it when they mix up the letters? One is moronic. I can't remember what the others are. I'm not a I don't not believe in the virus. I've had coronavirus. I know it's real. Okay, it was horrible. It was like 5 weeks of hell. But I really think that this Omicron thing is going to be mild. Please God, touch wood. We can have an amazing 2022. So stay focused on that. So when you get the diary, you'll get the workshop. I'll give you all the reasons to understand why it's going to be an amazing year. And you also get access to the bonuses area, which is a really, really kind of loads of stuff in there you get. So you get access to my Kickstart 2022 workshop, my horoscope e-zine, you'll get the main chart for 2022, you'll get my moon rituals workshop and so much more. But you have to buy the diary and or register it at moonmessages.com/diary 2022. And on the page, you just go all the way down the bottom of the page. You can buy from one of these here. Doesn't matter where you buy it from, really. Just, you know, anywhere that you want to buy it from is fine with us. Here, and then fill it in here. And then, as I hope it says, I can't really read because I haven't got my glasses on, but I'm pretty sure it says just sit back, relax, and we will send you your diary and everything you need, all the goodies. The goodies aren't ready yet because it's only December the 4th, but we will get them there in the next couple of days. And finally, a very quick message. If you are Aquarius Rising, tomorrow we are doing a special event just for you. It's the Aquarius Rising workshop, written in the stars. And to find out more about that, go to moonmessages.com/written, moonmessages.com/written. So on that note, I'm going to wish you an amazing month. I'm just going to quickly check the comments to see. Yes, Joe Morris says we're all going to have an amazing 2022. Alicia says sex is so powerful. Don't be ashamed of what you like to obtain a climax. Exactly. Alexandra Wild, I bought your diary twice, once as a present but can't find the link to the workshop. So all you have to do is go to the page that I gave you. Where is it? Moonmessages.com here. You can see it here. Moon Messages. There you go. Can you see that? Moonmessages.com. It's not really very good there, is it? Let me give you the other one here. Moon Messages. Oops, a daisy. There we go. Anyway, you get the message, don't you? There it is there. Moonmessages.com. Why isn't this not working? Pen. Come on, work. There we go. There it is. Moonmessages.com/diary 2022. Before we finish, and once you do that, you have to register your copy there. Otherwise, we don't know that you've bought it. Amazon doesn't tell us. Barnes and Noble doesn't tell us. Booktopia doesn't tell us. You have to register it there, and then you go into our system, which then starts to send you all the automated messages like, here's what you need to know about the workshop. Here's how to get the access to the diary area, the diary bonuses area, all that kind of stuff. What I want to say just quickly before we go is about sex and manifestation. And it's something, sorry, just one more thing here. Elena says, I bought your diary from Hay House. Can I still register it here? Yes, doesn't matter where you bought it from. All you need is your transaction number. Sorry, so see here, oh, it doesn't say Hay House on there, but it should. I'll add Hay House in there as well. You just need to register it. So what I want to say to finish is about sex and manifestation, okay? So I remember many years ago, a meditation teacher of mine said, if you want to manifest something, one thing you can do is masturbate and imagine it at the same time, because the orgasm, the sexual energy, is a powerful, powerful tool for manifestation, okay? So I won't say it again because I'm, you know, I've said it once, but there you go. I don't know if I'm going to get a few laughs, a few ha-has. Let me see. Did I shock anyone? Basically, give it a go. Give it a go. Joanna says, if we registered the diary months ago, do we need to go on this page again? No, it's the same page, so you can just go with that. Sally Story, I missed most of this. I need to register my order. Where do I go? Don't worry, just watch the replay. I'm about to sign off. The only thing I can't never buy your offers through the links is they don't send to Switzerland. That's fine. Just we've got a link there which says if you don't have a receipt, click here to send us a photo of you holding the diary. All right, so on that note, I'm going to end this. I must say I started this workshop feeling a little bit tired, but I'm feeling much more enlivened. I hope you are too. I think it's all the talk of sex. I like how someone was going to forget about, was it Sandrine is going to forget the ironing and off she's going to go and jump on her partner. Anyway, lots of love, and I'll be back. Well, I'll be back tomorrow with the Aquarius Rising for the workshop for Aquarius Rising people, and otherwise I'll see you back here on Monday. Lots of love.